All right, so after learning about lists, dictionaries, tuples, sets, everything, let's work on this mini project where we will be creating a student registration system. So let's say you want to build a student registration system for a university where students are coming from college, or maybe you're building it for college where students are coming from school and they want to register or they want to enroll themselves for a particular test or for whatever, right? So student registration system it is. First of all, this registration system should ask the admin or the user, how many students do you want to enroll? So for example, admin says, I want to enroll or I want to take in 5 students. Okay. Then the system will take input for 5 students. Okay. If admin says 3 students, then students. If admin will say 300 students, then system should take input for 300 students. Now, this should trigger an idea in your mind that, yeah, there is some use of loop over here. Okay. That is one thing. Second, um, which information do we want to receive from the students? So the following information should be entered: student's ID, student's name, student's age, and marks. Marks of 3 subjects. Exactly the same format that we used in the previous video, right? So ID, name, age, and marks. Marks of 3 subjects. And marks should be stored in the form of a list. Okay. So ID is going to be probably a string, name is going to be string, age is integer, and marks are going to be a list. Then input for each student should be stored in a dictionary, just like previous video. But in the previous video, we were not taking input from the user, right? So the input should look like something that we have done in the previous video. And finally, the data for all the students should be stored in the form of list of dictionaries. So if a user is asking about, the admin says, I need a record for 100 students. So there should be one list that contains 100 dictionaries, and each dictionary is corresponding to each student. What is the benefit? You know that if we have list of dictionaries, then we can iterate over them. We can filter the dictionaries, we can update them all, and we can perform tons of different operations, right? And finally, we will show the data for all the students that for which we have received input, right? So yeah, there's a use of dictionary over here. There's a use of list over here. There's a use of loop over here, and probably a few other things as well. So go ahead and test your knowledge. First of all, try to do it without using ChatGPT. And if you're stuck anywhere, go ahead and take help from ChatGPT, because ultimately I'll be providing you the solution by using ChatGPT, but we will be discussing that solution.